You're listening to the sound of the 80s with the Old Skool Movements podcast.
Hello, welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, check my voice out. It's gone because it's been so long. We haven't been here.
The mics are dusty.
Let's get these cobwebs off these mics.
It's been a summer break.
That's it. We've been on vacation.
Yeah,
Vacay.
Been on break. Spring break, but summer break.
Spring break back with the Old Skool Movements podcast. With myself, Mr. Lucas. And who else do we have here now?
And myself, Chris.
And the last dragon. Boys. We need to sound lively, man. Staximus, Decimus, Meridius. Are you in the building or not?
I am. We're here.
George Hamilton. Naughty Knowledge, are you in the building?
We're in the building.
I'm in the building. I just feel weird calling myself that.
That sounded dry. Come on. Let's just hype up. It's a new episode.
You're going to put some cocoa butter in it, yeah?
Yeah, man. It's a new episode. Let's liven up now.
Get the cocoa butter out. All right. Okay, so yeah, guys, it's been a while. We've been on spring break, and now we're back to give you the loveliness what you need. There's the Old Skool Movements podcast. So you remember a while ago we did our 80s sports podcast.
Yeah.
Well, as sequels come, this is part 2 of it, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, part 2.
We're gonna do 80s sports duos part 2 for you guys.
These can be vaguely related to sport. Like the first one, it weren't just full on sports character. It was sports games,
just things related to sports.
Related to
in
sports
the
in
80s. You know how we did it, and then we pitted the two that we talk about against each other. We know this routine. Okay,
that's the one.
So
that's where we going.
Okay, let's start with this, guys. As you know, Old Skool Movements podcast. Let's put on our seatbelts and go back in time. Let's go back in time when we were in school. It could be primary, could be secondary. And what was your favorite lessons, guys? Just tell me your first favorite lesson. It's one lesson.
It's got to be PE, isn't it?
Okay, Leroy. It's great you said that, because this is where we are.
Physical education.
I hated it.
This is where we are on our first challenge of sports 80s.
It's probably where we first delved into some professional sports, that we weren't playing on the street. You played football and that, but you get a taster of some other stuff in primary school and even more in secondary school. Some decent sports coming along in secondary school.
Exactly. This primary school, you just climbing up a rope. And
in your pants if you left your shorts at home.
In your pants and pumps. But when you went to secondary, you kind of got, this is where teachers could say, maybe he could be a good. Yeah,
you could make that team. You could make this team.
You could do that. So guys, we're going to talk about sports in the 80s at school. But the challenge is, what was better? The winter sports, which was rugby and football, or the summer sports, which was track and field?
Sometimes cricket.
No, football all day. Football all day. Like, come on, there's no match.
There is
no match for it.
For you, yeah.
For you. But standing in the freezing fucking cold on that right wing, waiting for some ball to come to you. Like,
you see, that's why you didn't like it.
That's why I didn't like it.
Standing waiting, you ain't playing.
That's the thing, Stats.
I was doing like Gary Lineker special.
They didn't take part in football, so they wouldn't understand it.
Yeah.
Whereas you and I,
Leroy, it's not your turn yet. Yeah, Stacks is talking.
Listen, I'm my brother Staximus Decimus Meridius, aka Oscar the Grizzle. I'm backing him all the way.
Thanks.
Thank you, Leroy. Thank you.
Thanks,
No, for real. When you're actively in it, you ain't standing around.
Yeah.
Okay, however, when it comes to the summer sports, I was on summer sports as well,
Girls and boys playing athletics.
Right. Cricket. I played cricket in the summer.
Good.
Even outside of school. Everyone likes rounders.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say that as well.
But like athletics wise in secondary school, javelin, discus.
Yeah. It's the first time you're experiencing that. Triple jump, long jump,
it's true.
Even a bit of a lowish high jump. I loved all of that.
Mate, high jump, all of that. Wicked.
The only thing I struggled with, we had a track, so we had hurdles and stuff, and hurdles
are difficult.
But I loved long jump. I loved triple jump was the one. I love triple jump.
You look like a triple jumper.
It used to be
hurdles are big, but it's like getting that rhythm in between is really hard.
It's getting that same pace in it. Jump.
Because when you mess that up once, that's
fucked.
it.
Once you hit one, you're fucked.
Leroy, did you like rugby?
Never played it.
So in the winter,
never played.
You didn't have the option of rugby as well.
No. My school
was just football.
Rugby.
Oh, we were we had to do.
We had rugby and rugby.
Yeah.
Did you have like a reversible top, one side football, one side rugby?
Yeah.
That's what we had.
So it's football all the way for you, all winter, Leroy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do cross country? Then
yeah, but we left that for.
You remember that stage?
That was horrible in the winter, man.
The bad thing is that I can do it now, but back then I hated it with a passion. Because when it came to running, I was only about sprinting. Not about no long distance.
We all were.
400 meters is about the longest you're getting once round the track.
That's too long. 200, mate.
100 and 200 were the ones, even 50 meters. But the cross country, man. We used to have to do ours on like some open fields next to the River Thames, and it was. I can always remember it was freezing. Whenever I remember cross country, it was freezing. It's horrible, man.
Did you ever get to do your cross country? But did the teacher ever allow you to wear your school coat?
I think he did something.
Cross country.
Yeah, because you'd have your PE kit on. And it was so cold. We're like, we just beg him, just like, please, let me just wear my coat. It's freezing. He'd go, all right, you can wear your coat. So you do the cross country in a duffel coat.
Yeah, with your snorkel done right up.
In it.
That's what I associated with cross country when I used to hear about it. Just long distance, cold.
Well, you didn't do cross country either, Leroy.
Oh, mate.
What did you not do?
My school did.
No selection.
No, my school did, but I didn't.
Did you have a playground in that, Leroy? Were you in like an inner city school or like? Is it concrete school?
No.
You have field and stuff.
We had our own ground, like for all that.
So how come you not participating?
I never participated in cross country.
What about secondary school?
No, that's what I'm talking about.
That's what really?
Secondary school.
Hey.
Our primary school was concrete. There was no grass. It was concrete jungle. Our primary school.
Yeah, we didn't do rugby. That was the only thing we never done in winter time.
All right. So Leroy, what are you going to choose? Summer sports or winter sports at school?
I like both, man. So
yeah, we know.
I'm gonna go for winter.
Okay. Winter
all day.
Chris?
Summer for me, mate. Summer, softball, rounders, tennis, all of that. Cricket.
Yeah, I'm going summer.
You like the temperature, innit? It's nice and warm. We're just out, we're just chilling.
For me, it was like, man, the girls are involved. I'm doing whatever they're doing.
I'm doing what the girls are doing, mate. I ain't got time for football.
That's what it was all about at school, man.
I'm looking for the girls, man.
So you're not lucky enough. I went to all boys school, so I didn't have fuming.
No choice.
Me too. Well, we had girls in the sixth form. Crazy as it is.
Yeah, but they ain't coming out and doing PE with you though.
No. Come out to play.
Yeah.
What were you saying? Are you going summer as well?
I'm going summer, mate. I'm going summer.
That's a draw too.
I prefer the summer sports. All right, let's move on to the next one, man. So, I'm just saying, 80s sports. I know Stacks is still reminiscing of 80s football.
Yeah, 80s football was the best.
But the next one we're going to go into the realm of movies, 80s movies. So this one is very particular. It'd be interesting to see what Leroy chooses. It'd be just see who we all choose in this one, actually. Even Stacks. Now, look, there's 3 of us here that like Rocky films. I wonder who's the one that doesn't like Rocky films. But anyway,
we know who it is already. Hear the laughs.
And what was great about Rocky films, because Rocky was a dramatized, extravagant version of boxing, the boxing film, but we still got into it. And what was clever about the Rocky films, that Stallone chose good opponents, but the opponents were bravado. From once you get to Apollo Creed with his American suit, I want you suit, you had to step up in every other episode. And by part 3, he stepped up And then by part 4, he stepped up. Literally, the guy was too tall for him. But, and that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to pit. I want you guys to tell me, who was the better opponent for Rocky Balboa? Was it Clubber Lang? Or was it even Drago? Who was the most dangerous opponent for Rocky Balboa?
Who's the better villain, the better sports villain out of these two?
Who was the better sports villain? Who was the sports villain movie villain? Who was the best out of them two? Who had you on the edge of your seat?
Was it the Siberian Express, the Siberian Bull?
Yeah, I think it is, man, because I think with that, if he dies, he dies. Whatever he hits, he destroys.
He destroys.
I must break him. Oh my God.
What, compared to, hey woman,
I'll show you a real man.
Compared to that? Come on.
The thing is, I
want Balboa. I won't be beat. I can't be beat. I train alone. I eat alone. Come on, man.
Pitiful. I hate Balboa.
Pop, man. Come on,
the
man.
thing is,
he was like the adult Gary Coleman, man. What he saw different strokes. Mr. T was his big brother. We talking about man. We talking about Willis.
Do you remember when he dressed up as Mr. T?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Gary Coleman, they were together, weren't they?
Yeah, they were together. They done something together, and he was dressed up as Mr. T. He looked wicked. He looked proper wicked.
That's it.
The thing is, I watched both of them even today.
Yeah,
the same. Like I rinse and repeat.
Yeah,
both films. It's very, very hard to call.
Yeah,
very, very hard to call.
Yeah,
but in terms of menacing and how are you gonna beat this guy? Ivan Drago, man.
Okay.
Listen, don't get it twisted.
Okay. You're saying Ivan Drago on that level, but which Rocky film's better for you? Rocky 4, Rocky 3?
Oh.
You're putting it on him now, man.
This is the thing. If both were on what?
All right. You have a think, Chris. Who are you saying? We'll be back after this break.
Yeah,
mate. I'm saying Drago is pure evil, man. I must break you. If he dies, he dies. He's like a manufactured assassin or killer. The thing I didn't like is though he was given drugs to enhance that, a bit like how Universal Soldier is. How he is in that light, and there's something you can't connect to him. But as a white kid, you could connect to the hairstyle because
we had
a choice now.
Yeah,
we didn't have to have the bowl cut anymore. We could have some spikes going on. So apart from his haircut, I liked him for that. But as a character, but then you got to look at Clubber Lang. He wasn't in.
Liked him for his haircut.
He was only in that one movie, but he played a crucial role. If he hadn't done what he done to Mickey, it wouldn't have made Apollo join forces, and it wouldn't trigger Rocky 4, Rocky 5. He caused the rest of the Rockies after Clubber Lang come into it, and for someone who was only in the movie a bit, people are still quoting what he says today. Pt2 and what show me a real man, and you still say that in some things, man. So
hey woman.
Yeah, I've got I might have to give it to Clubber Lang, man. I feel like he was a more influential character.
Because he was menacing as well.
He was menacing, man. He was that proper sort of hard, trash-talking brawler, how you do get in boxing, don't you? You get them ones who are just all mouth and want to start on the street and don't want to wait to the ring.
Hey, boy. Hey, boy. That was crazy acting.
Don't turn your back at me, Saka.
And because we all knew him as BA, you didn't really see BA in Clubber Lang. It was just Mr. T playing.
It was Mr. T. Yeah. It was Clubber Lang. Yeah, it was Clubber Lang.
It wasn't BA,
It wasn't BA.
Even though it's the sort of same character, sort of, a bit calmed down for the A team, but he played it in a way that you just didn't relate the two, even though they're very similar.
Even his style, like even the mohawk. You know what I mean? And the earrings.
Like
the fluffy. It's that again with hip hop. Round the corner, and we talked about Warriors earlier on.
Grandmaster Flash.
He had his own style, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. T had his own style.
And he showed the world about cocoa butter because he was greasy. Remember how greasy he was in Rocky 3? How shiny he was.
He was waxed up, man.
You know what? No, but greasy. The thing was, Apollo Creed could run him close as well, though.
Yeah,
Apollo Creed did run him close because he was greasy.
He was greasy, but
he's one of those shiny guys.
Yeah, shiny. But because Mr. T had bald hair, bald, you saw the glow. It was yeah. They were greasy. But look, Stacks. I know you're not a fan of the Rocky franchise.
I'm not a fan of the Rocky franchise.
But you know who we're talking about.
Yeah. And I've seen both of them.
Two good villains.
And for me, it's all about Clubber Lang.
Clubber Lang. Even the name, Clubber Lang.
He's going to do damage, innit? If you hear.
Do we know his name? What's his real name?
His real name was James Lang, a.k.a. the South Side Slugger.
That's
right.
Yeah, James Lang.
He couldn't get away with James.
No.
The scenes were just too good. The way he just put it on Rocky, he was just gunning him. Gunning him straight. And Rocky didn't have no.
He had
comeback.
to go out to get him, innit? Cause like Rocky didn't want to fight him. Rocky, you ain't fighting the bum, Rock. He wanted
knock you into the mouth.
He had to go and get him.
See how mad it is? Imagine this version: Rocky Balboa versus James Lang.
Rocky's won.
Clubber.
Clubber. Lang,
Wow,
man.
They're both good films. They're both good films, but there is something about Clubber Lang that's just menacing. And as Chris was saying, Drago is too manufactured feeling.
Yeah, he's like a manufactured
assassin. He was a robot.
Which works.
It works. Erling Haaland. And you want to see...
Yeah, innit? For real. For real.
You want to see Ivan Toney. You didn't want to see...
I get these are footballers.
Yeah. Yeah, they are footballers, Chris. But yeah, I'm going. So for that, as Leroy's having a hard time, I understand that.
I picked Rocky 3. Rocky 3.
No, but you had a hard time choosing.
Yeah, I did. I had to find a friend.
But yeah, it is Clubber Lang. He's
a good character, that man.
The character was wicked.
80s classic.
That's why you got a good. Stallone can put together a good movie. He's good at the casting's good. Man. Stories are
Stallone
good.
is underrated in that
respect. Underrated as the producer and writer of these things as well.
Yeah, he produced, writes, and acts. He's like Kanye West of films. He makes the beats and raps.
Yeah,
that's what Stallone does. He makes the beats and raps. All right, so look, we've gone through our sports days, and Stacks is still thinking about playing football in the
cold.
in the cold.
On the moors, in the fog.
In the fog.
They would have yellow ball so you could see where you're going.
Yeah. It's horrible. It's
horrible, yeah.
Proper
horrible. Sick note day. That's a day you forged a note in it from your...
Oh, definitely.
Because can't do PE today.
So where did swimming come in to all this?
Yeah.
I had
wasn't it summer?
In primary school. I didn't have swimming.
Yeah, Gala.
We dropped that at secondary school. Yeah. We only had it in primary.
Nah.
When you went in with your pajamas.
We used to go swimming, in the winter.
In secondary?
Yeah. Yeah, I can remember because we used to have swimming galas as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Must have been your summer school.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So you skipped the rugby and cross country and swam.
That was other schools. That done the rugby. I'd have loved to do.
We done rugby.
No, that was all our schools. It just weren't you.
Yeah. Football and rugby were a must, but we did do ice skating. I remember we could go to Richmond.
Ice skating.
What? They used to put us on the bus outside the school on the bus, get off at Richmond when the ice rink used to be there.
Really?
We'd have a lesson ice skating. Because I didn't like that too much. I wasn't good at it. And I remember a friend got spiked in the head by someone. He fell over and someone skated and it hit him in the head and he chipped his head open. Yeah. I was like, no, I don't like this.
You remember also at that skating rink, some kid got his fingers cut off.
I heard that as well. Yeah.
I think that may be an urban myth.
It might be.
I don't know, because recently that happened to a man's neck, innit? He died.
Yeah,
it happened to
a professional ice hockey player, man.
I believe that, but I used to hear that story all the time, but no one ever
I used to hear it.
Person.
I swear it was on the news.
Yeah,
nah, it wasn't on the news.
It
was just so everywhere. It was just so.
I heard that.
I heard it.
Like, do you ever hear the story about the kid who didn't take his football boots off and went across the train tracks, and his foot, because his football boots on his foot got stuck on the rails, and he got knocked out. That was a massive story. That was a massive 80s. That probably went for your year, but I remember for the olders, that was our story. It's like, fuck. I
remember going ice skating, and my arm, someone went over my arm fell off, and I ended up sewing it back on, but it's all good now. It's all right.
All these mad stories, man.
Mad urban myths.
I think you need to do a show on that.
That's what they are.
Urban myths as a kid.
Of the 80s.
Urban myths. Yeah.
There's a few out
we've
there.
got two right there. All right. We digress again. So after we talked about what we did at school, we talked about which Rocky film was, not what Rocky film was better. Which was the better villain? Was it Clubber Lang or was it Ivan Drago? And Clubber Lang won that one as well.
Yeah.
For his one-liners. But now we're going to go into the land of computer games. The kids still call it computer games now, or consoles.
They can't.
We're not playing. They're not.
I don't know what they call it.
They don't say we're going to play computer games.
Or they say PlayStation.
We're going to go on a console.
Yeah, just PlayStation. Yeah, and they just say PlayStation or whatever.
They just say whatever it is.
Yeah,
Xbox.
Yeah.
It's like when we go and vacuum something, we say we're going to use a Hoover. We're just going to go and Hoover in it, but Hoover is the brand, so it's just PlayStation or Xbox.
With Dyson now.
But in our days, you had a Spectrum, I had Amstrad. Did you say I'm playing a Spectrum?
No,
or I'm playing a computer.
You're playing computer games, isn't it?
Computer, yeah.
They were all computer games.
You didn't say I'm playing Spectrum games. I'm playing Commodore games. You said computer games, isn't it?
Playing computer, mate.
Yeah. So anyway, this is where we're going now. So we're in the land of computer games, but the games, when you think of computer games, you always go, Space Invaders was your first introduction to games, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Pong, and then sports games came
driving
in.
game or something.
Driving, but it was always attack. But then it wasn't attack, eat, attack. But then you could play games. You could actually, you had Daley Thompson's Decathlon. That's when sports games got. Yeah, I'm in it. I'm running. I'm part of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna win a gold medal. Because before you just wanted to kill Martians. It wasn't a thing. But when games come out, as I said, track and field, and that's one of the classic games. You find that in the arcades. It come out on the Commodore 64. And it come out on all the all the cassettes and stuff.
Classic, man.
Classics. But later on, another game came to challenge it, and it was urban sports, man. It was what was E.T. came out, BMX bikes were out, skateboards were out, Paperboy was out, 720 was out, but it was a game that had all those bits into it, even hacky sack, and that was California Games.
Oh wow.
It's like the original of the X Games, wasn't it? Before the X Games was a thing.
Yeah.
Even though hacky sack and frisbee weren't that dangerous, but the skating
just the games that just different stuff in it. You can even surf a wave. You can
surfing was wicked.
You can do surfing.
Yeah, surfing was wicked on it.
So that's what we're doing. Look, what's better? Is it California Games or is it track and field, man? Is it mashing up? You mash up your hand on both games. But which one is it, Stacks?
Track and field's a joystick demolisher though, man.
Track and field is like the memories I have of playing track and field. They
just the original.
It's too much jokes. Like the time when you're trying to do that and the hurdles, and then the joystick just pops off. It's got to be
in it.
I've
You're
got
nearly winning.
Too many memories of track and field. It just overtakes it. I did like California Games and the hacky sack. That was cool. But track and field was revolutionary for me.
That
was revolutionary. A big game. I'll play that now.
You could play it with your mate as well, innit? Could you play? I'm sure you could play two player. You played 2-player on it, innit?
You were racing against your mate in track and field.
Yeah, no, it was wicked.
Like California Games, you didn't. It was like you go, I go, you go.
It was hectic. The button mashing was hectic.
Yeah.
When you're playing track and field with your mate, it was silly.
You'd stop breathing for the whole entire 100 meters. You'd literally be holding your breath. Just doing your joystick or some some games you could, some computers
holding your breath.
You had a pad in it, so you could put a sock. When you used to put the sock on your finger and just rub the buttons like to get super fast, like.
I didn't know you could do that.
That's a smart move, actually.
When you work them days, it's like, hold on. Now I can actually. I think it was on the SNES when it first came out on not the SNES, first Nintendo.
Yeah.
I remember on that. That had a couple of extras. It had skeet shooting. triple jump and archery, which the originals they didn't have them. They added some extras for the Nintendo one, and that's where you could do the little cheat with the sock on your finger on the buttons and get some fast times. Because it was a mad game because you didn't have you had to beat scores times to get through to the next round. You couldn't. It wouldn't let you go through until you were good enough.
You had to do that until you got to the next stage, didn't it? You couldn't.
Some people never saw, a high jump, but they couldn't get to that. So they couldn't
progress to it. It's true.
And that's good. That's a good
concept
to have.
It's a good game, man.
Yeah. But Leroy, which one are you saying?
Track and field all day long, man.
Yeah.
All day long. Like Stacks and Chris was saying, man, it was just the memories of button bashing and joystick wobbling. Oh my god, I can remember the events, man. Flipping out.
So what was your favourite event in track and field then?
Well, it's got to be 100.
100. I love the hurdles because it's like tricky. You got to do that, and then you got to mash the button to jump,
then bang, and then jump.
That needed some proper timing
right. I used to be all right, actually. I used to be all right with the hurdle, actually. I must admit, but it was the 100 for me.
Yeah.
But just at the end of the race, you're just out of breath.
Yeah.
Maybe because, as Chris said, you're holding your breath, and your hand would be tight.
That's weird, though, isn't it? Like, imagine you're playing a computer game, but you're out of breath. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because you're just really trying to kill the time and trying to get first. Yeah. For me, track and field.
Track and field.
Yeah, man.
Chris, you saying track and field as well?
I've got to go track and field, man.
Some memories.
Same. Graphics weren't great.
California games.
But the memories of that was good. I love California games because of the spin-offs it had, but thinking about it, it was like, I remember I used to like the roller skating, but all you had to do was dodge cracks in the pavement and jump stuff. It wasn't that much to it.
But you could go fast. You had to
slow down.
You had to beat a time there. You had to get there in a time.
Yeah, you had to do it in a time. The half pipe thing was okay. Hacky sack and frisbee I sort of skipped, but I remember I really did like the surfing. But what I liked about it is from that having them California games, I think they might have done a couple after it, but from that obviously, like you said, came Tony Hawk's and the Dave Mirra games, and even there was standalone surfing games. So I've got to give it some props for bringing in them sort of X Games sports and making it a bit more fun. But I've got to give it to the original, man. The original track and field.
Track and field. You felt like you was in the Olympics.
Even the arcade, you used to play that at the arcade as well, innit? Just proper butter bashing.
Yeah, that's where I first played it. That's how it started out. Yeah.
Then it just went onto every console. It was everywhere.
DL, I swear, haven't you still got Californian games? Have you got that?
I might have it,
I swear.
I think I have. Yeah.
I swear we were playing it.
I think
when I went to your house.
You might,
because you got retro games, and I swear you had that.
I might have it. I'll have a look.
Man, I wouldn't mind seeing how that looks now, man. So I can remember as well, depending on what console you had, I had it on the Spectrum, and obviously it was just like green screen. But then when you saw it on the Commodore, and I think it was actually made for an Apple computer when it first come out, but the graphics did look good on some of the consoles for California games.
The Commodore 64 graphics looked really good. Man.
Yeah, they looked really
good.
They
did.
What I did like about a hacky sack though, you could do like a certain trick and extra points would come up, and
you could hit the seagull. I think there was a seagull.
That was with the frisbee, I think. Yeah.
There was a couple of events you could do stuff like that.
I like those little touches. Okay, so track and field is the winner. But
there's a hard one though. But
California games. Okay, cool. So are you guys enjoying this so far? Stack, still thinking about sports in the 80s?
I'm just thinking about track and field.
Everyone wants to play it now, isn't it?
I would love to have a game. If we could get a four-player track and field,
that'd be wicked.
Yeah,
that's wicked.
Make that funny, Stacks. You prefer football to track and field playing it, but now you're feeling
computers.
Track and field computer.
There's just something really intense about it.
Football games were shit in them days, man. They were proper shit.
Well, hold on. You had match day on the Spectrum. Come on.
They were really good ones.
You had kick-off.
Nah.
Remember kick-off?
Remember the bird's eye view one?
Kickoff was big, yeah.
And Sensible Soccer a bit later on.
Yeah, that's the first sort of one
big.
I started probably playing Sensible Soccer. I was probably liking more manager games before that than the actual games because they seem to be a bit.
I couldn't get with manager games.
I didn't mind.
I still can't get with manager. But Match Day on the Spectrum, winner.
Did you lot have Sabutio?
Yeah, I did like it.
I didn't have one personally, but when I used to go around to my friends, my friend, he used to have them.
Remember they bought a cricket Sabutio?
Yeah.
I had that as well.
I wanted that.
That was big.
Did you like roll the ball down a little slide?
I never played it.
Hold it.
But I remember seeing the advert and seeing that. And thinking, that's all right.
See, the problem with it is when you're on your own, it's really difficult to play.
Yeah, that's crap. Yeah, you need it.
Of course, yeah. Bat and fielding.
Do you know what I mean? But there was also, do you remember the other football game where you press the heads and they kick?
Yeah.
And then there's the electronic one where you can move them.
They slid up a little bit or something.
Yeah,
I remember them ones, man.
I was all over that stuff, man.
Yeah.
I quite like them ones as well. Any sort of electronic sort of table.
Listen, you can't beat the 80s, man. You can't beat the 80s.
You don't see that shit nowadays, man. Fucking hell.
That's
I mean, the graphics on FIFA are very good, though.
What now?
Yeah.
Of course. But it's not the same intensity of playing a simple game back in them days.
No, but it's variety. We had a lot of variety.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. All right, you ready for the next one?
Ready,
right.
man. What's the next one?
The next one is we're going to go to like 80s sports movie soundtracks. Now, we've already danced around the Rocky III arena. We're going to dance back in there again because they had an amazing soundtrack for their movie.
I've got one in my head.
With Clubber Lang being in it, you needed to fight like an animal and you needed to fight the tiger.
Wow. Yeah.
And Survivor came on the scene and supplied the soundtrack of that summer. It was originally supposed to be Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Yeah.
But they didn't allow it to happen.
Yeah.
So it was, anyone want to do a track for me? Yeah. And then Survivor just said, yeah, we'll do it.
So in Salone language, what was that? What did you actually say?
You know what he said. So up against the Eye of the Tiger is a soundtrack from another movie that we talked about in the first sports podcast, and this one is more corn, but hey, it was massive in the 80s.
It works with the movie.
And that's what track is that, Chris, man?
You're the best. Joe Esposito's You're the Best from Karate Kid. From that montage bit. There's that montage bit in it. This was going to be for Rocky III, but like you said earlier, Rocky already turned down Queen. He had his eyes set. He wanted something new and fresh to bring the kids into Rocky III, to make it at the younger audience. So he weren't having Queen, or Queen turned him down. So he turned down You're the Best, and this ended up, they were going to use it again for Flashdance, but Flashdance didn't want it. They turned it down, picked up Maniac instead.
Maniac was better.
That. Maniac's definitely better, man. Works better. This wouldn't have worked in that, but this works in Karate Kid. And that little montage bit, it's at the end, isn't it, when they're having the main tournament and where they're flying through the rounds. It's this tune that's going on. So I liked it. This tune was all right, man. It weren't too bad. Yeah, is it better than Eye of the Tiger?
Was it better than Eye of the Tiger?
With You're the Best as well. This was, composed by Bill Conti, who done a lot of music. But I've got to give props to the woman who wrote it, Ailey Willis. She also co-wrote September, Boogie Wonderland, both Earth, Wind and Fire. She's worked with the Pet Shop Boys on most of their hits. She won an Emmy for writing the Friends TV show theme tune. She's won Grammys for Neutron Dance in Beverly Hills Cop, Stir It Up, Beverly Hills Cop, and also Color Purple soundtrack. So give props to the woman who wrote the lyrics to You're the Best.
Big her up.
Definitely.
Apart from the Friends track, there's some tunes there. But, so what are you guys saying? So Chris, what are you saying? Eye of the Tiger, You're the Best. You gave You're the Best such a grand.
Yeah, it is good, but like how Stallone rejected it, man. He didn't want it, and I think he was right to go with Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger, that is, he sent the montage of the Clubber Lang bit to Survivor,
really?
So they wrote the beats and all to do to that. So that's why just that. Dun, dun, that's jabs, isn't it? That's jabs and hooks coming in, man. You can feel the punches in them beats. Like I've got to give it to Eye of the Tiger, man. That's a wicked tune.
Big tunes. So we're all saying Eye of the Tiger, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
Like, and we all we all knew the melody. We all knew it was rising up.
Back on the street.
Back on the street.
Yeah.
Took my time, took my chances. You just. But there's still a lyric I don't know, and maybe Leroy, you can help me. Okay. Rising up to the challenge of our rival and the last close survivor.
Yeah.
What's he saying? And the last, what's he saying now?
It's restraining the fight.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
What's he saying?
God knows.
Right, look. Think of rising up to the challenge of our rivals.
But that's
what's the next thing he's saying?
That's where I cut off. That's where I cut off.
But we still, but we know the melody. We just carry on.
Last known survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all. The tiger.
Yeah. We just want to get there, don't we? We just want to get to the tiger. But we all know the melody. You know what I mean? And it's up to the challenge of our rival. And the
survivor stalks his prey in the night, and he's watching us all with the tiger.
So it's just lyrics and instrumental just go hand in hand, really.
They go so well, don't they?
They go well together, and you're the best around.
Tune, man.
It's a good song, but to put it in a Rocky,
it's not.
To put it in a,
it's not a good.
To put it in
it's
a
only
Rocky,
good when you're the best. All right. It's only when that drops, it's like, okay, you get a little goosebump. Not a full armor goosebumps. Like
I wouldn't say goosebump, but
you get one.
Yeah. You might get one.
To put it in Rocky, wouldn't go.
Stallone was right, so I need something more harder and more for the younger generation.
Yeah, because even the Burning Heart in Rocky 4 was in the Burning Heart. That's a big tune
Rocky
too.
4
Same group, Survivor.
Yeah. It's literally just that bit.
Hearts on Fire's a big tune.
So they've done quite a lot.
Yeah, that's a tune. Yeah.
There's no easy.
But you know the crap tune.
No easy way out.
You know the easy way out. Yeah. You remember Rocky 5?
Go for it. Rubbish.
Some like some CNC Music Factory sounding.
That sounds like something out of Turtles.
Go for it. And
it was.
It was.
So 90s.
God. As I said, remember, this is all about 80s sports. Okay, so this last one is like, they are sports. You were competing, but these were movies with a zany. You wouldn't really see this all the time. The second one, definitely. But I want to know what you guys think. Sports movies. So like in the early 80s, Stax would have loved this film. It's all about cars. It's all about fast cars. It's all about fit girls in jumpsuits and comedy and Jackie Chan and Roger Moore.
One, man. What?
And it's comedy and there's outtakes and it's dun.
Big film.
And it's Cannonball Run. Cannonball Run. Come on. I think that's the first time I saw a Lamborghini.
Could be,
Countach.
No, there was a guy in Chiswick that owned
I didn't want to say it wrong in case I was swearing.
There was a guy in Chiswick that had a white one. He used to live up near Turnham Green.
Oh, wow.
I used to see,
Oh, wow.
I used to see that quite regularly. It was amazing.
This was definitely first in a movie, though. First time you see a Lamborghini in a movie. Two birds driving it. It's like, hold on. Yeah, I'm watching this. Opening credits. The opening credits
For me,
were wicked.
It was a Firebird. It was a Trans Am Firebird. Remember the Trans Am Firebird?
Another favourite of mine.
Or Lamborghini. Countach, right? Okay, yeah. Those two were my cars.
100%.
Like, loved them too.
Oh, the Firebird.
And then, do you remember? Firebird was
There's one around the corner from you,
But do you? Yeah. A gold one.
Big.
Yeah. Big. But what I loved about the car in Cannonball Run, they washed off the colour and then went, I thought remember it was red and they washed it off white and then changed the license plate. And anyway, so Cannonball Run, great film. As I said, Jackie Chan was in it, so you're getting
Roger
a bit
Moore,
of kung fu. You're getting a bit of a spoof. James Bond, he's playing a spoof of his famous character.
Dean Martin, Sammy Davis.
You've got Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Burt Reynolds,
star-studded.
You've even got an orangutan driving a limo. You want more? So it kind of confused you. Is this Clyde from Every Way But Loose? Is it him? What's going on? Brilliant. And they had part 2. All that brilliant film. everyone, if you were around the 80s, you saw Cannonball Run.
And even now, this should be a yearly must. You need to watch this once a year.
Yeah.
It's not like, when it's like New Year or Christmas or one of them events where you need to watch this. It's wicked, man.
You should. There's so many. Just to hear the Arabs tune. Remember the Arab tune? Every time you saw him,
he was the creator, wasn't he? The creator of the race. It's based on a real race. Actually, based on the first race took part in 1979. The Cannonball Baker Sea to Shining Sea Memorial Trophy Dash started in Connecticut, finished in California, and people have carried it on, sort of unofficially. But that film's wicked, man. Yeah. And also, Sega game designer Yo Suzuki has said this influenced him making Outrun. Watching this movie made him make Outrun. So, Outrun if it weren't for this movie.
Brilliant. Anyway,
brilliant movie.
We've got a challenger for this movie.
Be good.
And like as we were saying, that's for you guys. That's for you guys to decide. But it was a crazy movie, and like what was great about this is like. After we saw Back to the Future, we thought this is the actor, this is the guy. He's gonna make amazing films. Waiting for Back to the Future 2 come out, but in between Back to the Future, in between Back to the Future 2, he said, you know what? I'm going all out as a werewolf, and I'm playing basketball at the same time. And
wolf out.
As I said, you won't ever see this in real life, but it was a crazy, amazing film. It was like Chewbacca's son. Went to Earth and started sports.
Bumped into Michael Jackson's Thriller. The werewolf, not the werewolf.
Yeah.
The Thriller one. It reminded me of that. That's why I think I liked it.
It reminded me of Chewie sent his son from Karascak, whatever island planet they're from. Sent him off to Earth and said, showed him what basketball's all about, and that's Teen Wolf.
Brilliant film.
Yeah, man. That's Teen Wolf or Cannonball Run, both zany movies for their own reasons. Stacks,
tough one, it's a tough one.
Did you like Teen Wolf?
Yeah, man, Teen Wolf was a big film. I think I preferred Back to the Future more than I did Teen Wolf, but Teen Wolf was still a good film. But
it was a good little stopover to Back to the Future too.
But comparing it to Cannonball Run is like Cannonball Run, it's too many stars. the combinations are crazy, the cars are crazy, the jokes, the outtakes. Come on. I don't even know if that's actually it's not even difficult.
Teen Wolf should have been driving one of the cars. He should have been on the roof of one of the cars.
In that van thing he had. Roof surfing.
He should have been on the roofs. So you're saying
Cannonball Run is like it's if they're on TV, I'm watching Cannonball Run. Like blatantly. Yeah, it's too good. Too much jokes. It's a bit like Wacky Races.
Yeah,
it is. It's the
Wacky
live,
Races.
It's the live version of Wacky Races. That's what it is. Yeah. Chris,
I'm a car lover as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Same. If you like cars, if you're a petrol head. Then Cannonball Run's wicked, man. Teen Wolf was good. It came out literally a few months after Back to the Future, so it drew you into wanting to see it because, like you said, it was a new face. Michael J. Fox. It was like, okay, let me watch this as well. And the Wolf was good. It reminded me of Michael Jackson's Thriller. I liked it. It was basketball. Basketball weren't that popular in the UK, so to see a basketball sort of based film as well, I like that. And again, the clothes they wore in it, I remember they all had, I think, Adidas at the time, Adidas high tops they were wearing in it, sort of basketball style. But it was good, man. Was it just him and his dad that could change wolves, or was it because he had more of the family, wasn't there? I don't know.
That was part 2.
Was that part 2?
Yeah.
But the dad didn't change in part. The dad changed in part 1.
Yeah, just him and his dad. It's just him and his dad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I don't remember part 2. To be honest, I must have watched it, but I don't remember anything in part 2.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman. Michael J. Fox didn't do it.
I don't remember that too.
Oh, really? I haven't seen part 2 at all then.
Yeah, it's a kind of film that even TV won't show it in the daytime.
Yeah, it's not worth it, innit? It's not worth it.
They won't even bother.
Really bad.
But even Teen Wolf's quite rare to come on these days, and I don't know.
Teen Wolf still comes on.
I don't see it that much.
Twice a year on Channel Film 4. It comes on.
That much.
Yeah, but Teen Wolf 2, I haven't seen it since the 80s. Like they don't even look back on it. They don't even rate it in top 100 corny movies. It must be in the 200 because I don't know. I don't know his existence anymore. But I
think he was off doing probably Family Ties or something when they couldn't get him back for the second one or something. Or
it was just like it's cack. I'm on Back to the Future.
I don't want to come back for it.
But that's the thing. American viewers were already familiar with him because of Family Ties, but that wasn't a UK show. So we just saw him straight, like hyperspace, straight Back to the Future.
Who's this dude? He's quite good.
This is this guy. But if you're American, you're building up. Oh, it's that guy from that TV show.
It's the dude from Coronation Street. Like, it's their version, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's that dude from Coronation Street. Yeah.
But originally, it's funny enough, we were talking about Mask, and Eric Stoltz, who plays the Rocky in Mask, was the original Marty McFly.
Yeah.
And they filmed it. They filmed it all the way halfway. Yeah. A lot of the film.
Yeah.
And then they decided it's not working with him. How could you film half of the majority of the film?
He must
I think it was completed. I think because if you watch now, what have they showed it in recently? Is it The Flash? You've seen the new Flash, haven't you, D?
Yeah.
Because they tell him when he goes back to his other universe, he's like, Michael J. Fox is Back to the Future. Is Marty McFly. They're like, no, it ain't. And they show the footage that they originally shot. So in that world,
I've seen a lot of the footage. They didn't do it all. I've
seen
a lot,
like the restaurant scene bit.
Yeah,
like when they're at the stalls and stuff.
Yeah. And like, how could they took him that far and said, nah, you ain't the guy.
Ain't working.
And so they had to reshoot all of that with Michael J. Fox.
And it does look shit with that other dude. I don't know who he is, but it just don't look right.
Eric, do you know Eric Stoltz, the guy who played Mask?
Yeah,
the guy who sells drugs in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
So Chris, you're saying Cannibal Run too,
Cannibal Run, man. It's with Lamborghinis and birds. Cannibal Run. Just that start was wicked, and I got to say the bloopers was wicked as well. And it was them bloopers. That guy started doing that first in Smokey and the Bandit 2. Then he done it for Cannibal Run, and Jackie Chan thought, you know what, I'm doing this in most of my movies, and I like the Jackie Chan bloopers as well.
But that's the thing. I think it's originally from Kung Fu's, because if it's made by Golden Harvest,
it's there. It could be
it must be them.
It's credited to the director, which is Hal Needham, as his idea, and he started doing it in Smokey and the Bandit. And this Smokey might be a Sun Harvest thing.
Yeah,
well.
it's because Jackie Chan films was so known for that, like seeing all his accidents and stuff, that's weird. But it definitely is Cannibal Run, and I think you agree with that too, Leroy.
Yeah, definitely.
But Teen Wolf again was just something different. As I said, American Werewolf in London came out, horrors was still massive, and Michael J. Fox was the new kid on the block. You just didn't know what to expect. We've mentioned this film before, acts of bestiality and stuff were a bit.
It did have, it had some.
Were a bit out of the way. When we go back to further podcasts, so you remember, but it still was a good film. What's good about Cannibal Run? When you look at it now, it catered for every generation, because we wasn't too familiar with Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. But your parents are like, it's them two, and we're like, it's Jackie Chan and Roger Moore. So everybody had
everyone had something they could relate to.
Do you know what I mean? You could relate to. There wasn't anybody that you didn't recognize from something you liked at that time. You were watching a lot of movies.
Everyone was catered for.
Everyone was catered for. Even a dun guy. I only saw him in that. I don't know who he is.
Chaos.
Captain Chaos.
I don't know. I've never seen anything else.
He must have done loads of other things, but I just didn't.
Shit. And the doctor dude, you remember the dude who had the syringe? I never seen. He had a weird face, and
the eyeball going there.
He had them football eyes, one at home, one away.
He's famous,
Yeah,
that's what I mean. If you were a certain age, you could
know that
say
dude.
that's that person. That's that person. But for us, for me, it was Jackie Chan, and he was doing kung fu. He was doing kung fu on people.
There's a good fight scenes in it. It was wicked. His car was wicked. The Mitsubishi as well.
Had all we needed. They were playing Pong in it. Come on, man, that car was amazing.
The film was wicked, man. The thing with Teen Wolf, man, for me, I felt like someone found a costume somewhere and thought, we need to use this. Like, we got the costume. What can we do with it? It's as if like they had that. They had the effects to make the wolf, and then we just need to make something up. Make up a basketball dude. He finds out he's a wolf. It felt like a bit.
You can see it. If you ever watch Teen Wolf again, right? when you start watching it, it's finished.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he's a wolf, it's done. He does backspin with a black dude, gets up, puts shades on. Whoa, Mr. T eats his can, all the
oh yeah, I forgot about that bit.
Beer starts flying out.
Yeah.
Bestiality, and then does dancing with his mates, and then the film's done.
Bestiality.
It's a quick film. Watch it again.
It's in the 80s, man. Yeah.
It's a quick film, and it's a quick film.
I felt the same with Rocky actually last time I saw it.
Which
one?
It
only lasted an hour.
Which
The
one?
Argo one. Rocky 4.
Yeah, it is a quick film.
Yeah,
Rocky
it's
4
cut
quick,
down, I
man.
think, innit?
Rocky 4 is a quick film.
I was like, what? How's it finished already?
Yeah, it is. Once Apollo dies and he goes to Russia, it's done.
It's on the down.
It's done.
True.
Oh man.
All right, so
Yes.
That's our what have we gone through? 10 there, isn't it? That's our 10 little sports duos. Part 2.
Sports duos. Don't worry, Stacks. There will be a third one.
Yeah, good. I'm looking forward to it, man.
You know, you like a bit of
that.
sports.
That was good.
This was a good episode.
Yeah.
Why wasn't the last one good, Lou?
No,
What
it's the
was
same
the
this
last
one.
I know. I'm just doing a Joe Pesci on you. Don't worry. All right, so
Then they get shot in the foot.
no, that was Spider.
The pencil in the neck, innit?
No.
Mate, clown?
No, go get it fucking yourself, Joey.
Yeah. All right. So until next time, guys. I'm out.
That was flat once again.
I'm waiting for you not to say bye too.
No. That's Trevor McDonald.
Goodbye.
Give us an outro. Give us an outro, Leroy.
I'm like, yeah, you're the best around.
No, Leroy, no.
I'm not singing.
I knew you didn't like that song, so that's why I sung it.
Don't ever sing.
Every single Axel F back at you.
So let's try that again, Trevor.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay, look.
Moira Stewart, monotone.
Look,
My goodness,
Stacks,
man.
Stacks. See us out, Stacks. Sign us out, man.
Sing us out. Well, you know
No,
what?
not sing us out. Sign us out. Sign us
I
out.
was about. You're lucky. I was about to sing.
You're the best around.
Nah. Well, you know, that's the end of the sports series. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Cannonball Run.
Bloody hell, that's Desmond Lyman.
We'll be back with more sports, I'm sure.
Dickie Davis.
Dickie David.
My goodness, what's this Desmond? Listen, we've been listening to Old School Movements with me, The Last Dragon. We had Staxmas, Decimus Meridius. We had Chris, also known as George Hamilton.
Goodbye.
And then we had the host with the most, known anywhere in the civilized world.
Chiswick.
Thank you. Good night. You're the best around.
God. Guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Can't keep us down. You can't keep us down, Leroy.
You're gonna have to use that as our intro music now, isn't it?
Nah.
Kind of Desmond Lyman, Maurice Stewart.
I love them people. Don't diss them, man. They're the best. They're the best around.
They're the best around. Nothing's going to stop to keep them down.
They're the best around. Peace.
Till next time.
Peace.